got somebody on. Hi, Hells. How are you? Hi, Emma. Being prepared tonight and getting... Hi, Joseph. Getting the cards out tonight and being super prepared. My Paul, we'll just wait for some more to buzz in here. Yeah, I'm fine. Bit of a busy day, so... Joseph Stokes, yes, you can have a reading. Haven't really thought about it, Hells, to be honest. I've got the cards out. I was just gonna see where it takes me. So yeah, can I ask for a reading tonight, please, if you have space? Yeah, I haven't done one for you in a good while, Hells. So I'll do one for Hells. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Paul. Just let the numbers build up a wee bit. If you've been on to the main... can I have a reading? Linda Hammond. I'm putting your names down here, but if somebody new comes on, the new person will get a reading first. So if you're new, if you can... Carl Story wants an angel card. I can do that quickly, Carl, because that doesn't take long. New here. Okay, Kelly's new here. Kelly is new. We always try to do the new ones first, so I've got 4 or 5 down here, so unless anybody else new comes on. Yeah, I've seen Kelly. Is Joseph new, or has Joseph been on before? Yeah, I know you're here, Joseph. Are you new here, or have you been on here before? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Donna. If you're new, can you please put up I'm new so that we can see you? That's okay. That's okay, Joseph. It's just I want to do the new ones first. You are on the list for a reading, so I'm going to do Kelly first because she's new. I have to keep a separate note of Donna Frill is new. Frill. I always try to do the new ones first, just to give them a chance of what I'm actually going to do, and it's only because it's really quick, is I'm going to do Carl Story's angel message card really quickly, because it's really quick to do. Straight away one has come out for you, Carl. So your angel message, I don't know how this makes sense to you, Carl. 2 cards came out to you. Your first one is children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. And the second one that come out is, as you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So with these, I do feel like it's very much a looking after your family and working for your family, and money going to be coming in because of that. But I do feel like the angels are looking after you and your family. That is Carol's angel cards. And that means I can move on to the new ones. Is that Emma asking me? Yeah, Emma, I'll do your angel cards at the end, because I have a wee list here going now, so I want to try and get through it. You're welcome. Kelly is it Kelly Dainty? I'm not sure. Is it Kelly? Can you stick a message up there for me? Okay, Kelly. I don't pick the cards. I'll shuffle them and wait till the cards pick you. So I will talk to you. Yeah, I can see you here. I will talk to you until they do what they've just done. There's one out. Samuel Hall, get a card reading. Did I not do a card reading for Samuel Hall recently? I've got a list, Sonia, if I can get round to him. But I'm nearly sure I did one for him recently. I know I did one for you, but I'm nearly sure I did one for Samuel as well. It was for Samuel, but it was Sonia that got the reading. Alright, okay. Yeah, I will put your name down, Samuel. I say I've got a wee bit of a list going on here tonight, so I'll try my best to work. I'm on quite early, so I will try my best to work through as many. I'm on Kelly at the minute, so I am. Okay, Kelly. Kelly, the cards that have come out for you, honey, I feel very much as if there is a bit of a war of words going on at the minute, I want to say. And you are stuck in the middle. And I feel like it's two males that's having this war of words, and you're stuck in the middle. Does that make sense to you? Sorry, there's always a lag on the comments, so I have to wait for... Yes, that makes sense, as long as it makes sense to you. I do feel that they're coming at this with you from different perspectives. One is very clear cut on how they're coming at you, and one is very, how do I put it? Not so truthful. I want to say one is being truthful and one is not being truthful. And the problem with you is you're stuck in the middle and you're not quite sure what way to turn, because you feel as if you're tied into this, and Alison Patterson. Okay. I feel like you're tied into this, Kelly, and this argument, this whatever this war of words is going on around you. I also get the feeling that this is making you very down and singled out, and you feel like you're on your own here. I feel like you feel you're very isolated from everybody because of this. Does that make sense to you, Kelly? If everybody can kind of hold their comments just so I can see Kelly's coming up. Because the quicker I can see Kelly's, the quicker the connection comes, and then if Spirit's going to come in, they will do. But if I can't see comments, then yeah, okay, that's fine. And I do feel as well, Kelly, with this, that there is an older female who is kind of stirring trouble up behind it. I feel like she's on the side of the male who is not telling the truth. I feel like she's feeding fuel to the fire. It's nearly like she's sitting, turning the cogs. It's nearly like she's making the bullets and he's firing them. She's, you know, she's telling him what to say nearly. But I feel like there's an older female who is behind that. Does that make sense to you, Kelly? Yes, as long as you can take that. This older female that is getting herself involved as well, how I'm seeing her in the... Sorry, I've just dropped my pen. How I'm seeing her in the cards as well is that she's totally not being truthful either. Like she's spinning lies and she's spinning a web of deceit, and I feel like she's totally in control of the person. Like I see the man who is not truthful on the left of you, and the man who is like the power sword and the truth is to the right of you. And I feel you do know what is the right decision to make, but you just feel so isolated and so alone that you're scared to make the move, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, anybody who I give a reading to tonight, if you can go on to the reviews after this and leave feedback, would be absolutely amazing, because we've just hit the 1,000, over the 1,000 viewers, and it pushes our ratings way up. So if you get a message tonight, if you go straight under the reviews and leave a message for me, that would be fantastic. Kelly, did you understand that last bit that I was saying to you there? Okay, that's fine. As long as you're still with me and you're still understanding. I feel that this has put you into almost a depression, because I can feel the blackness coming in around you. And that sparkle has kind of gone out of you a little bit. But again, I'm being told, you know, you do know what is right. You just need to figure out a way to be brave enough to follow that path. That's what I want to say. Because once you follow that path, that man who is in the total right will always be truthful and steadfast and there for you. But if you follow the man that's on the left, you'll always have lies and destruction, and you'll have this woman behind him who obviously pulls all his strings and he does her bidding, basically. I don't think you'll ever get rid of that if you go down the path of the man on the left. But I do feel like this has really brought a depression around you as well. And that really needs to lift now. I want to bring in, I've stopped looking at the cards now, Kelly, because I want to bring in a lady who's claiming herself as a grandmother. She's claiming herself as a grandmother. And as she steps forward, she's wanting to give me a handful of sweeties. Do you understand what that means, Kelly? As she steps forward, she wants to give me a handful of sweeties. Yes, okay. She's just coming forward with this handful of sweeties. I feel like that's something she would have done whenever she was here on Earthside. She's also given me like a G name. I want to say something like, I'm not brilliant with names now, so I don't always claim to get the names right. So if it is on this anywhere near it or begins with a G, but it sounds like Grace is what she's saying. If it's not a name, Grace means something, because I can hear Grace. I don't know, Grace. Okay. Can you keep the G in mind? Well, because the G definitely is, but I'm hearing it as and it sounded like Grace. So if it's not Grace, there's definitely a G name. But she's making me go over it, so I am going to say that Grace, if it's not a name, Grace comes in somewhere. I don't know if whenever, what she's showing me now is, okay, what she's showing me now is like sitting at the table and saying Grace. Does that make better sense? She's showing me now sitting at a table. I don't know, do you say Grace at every meal, or is that just a I don't know. I don't do Grace, so I don't know if you do that at every meal or at breakfast time or whatever, but she's showing me like sitting at a table and saying Grace. She wants me to say Grace, but I'm not sure. Is there a particular prayer for Grace, or does anything do? I'm not in, I don't know the answer to that. No, I don't know that, sorry. Okay. Can you keep that in the back of your mind, Kelly, and maybe ask somebody, because she's made it very, when they make me go over it, I'm sitting here with a pen and a bit of paper, and when they make me go over it, it's thank you for the food they eat. Yeah, she's wanting me to say grace, and that's like, she's sitting me down at a table and she's wanting me to say grace. But she's made me go over and over it, so I feel like it's something that's important, that if you don't know what it means, somebody around you will know. Before and after meals, I don't know. She's just putting me at the table and saying grace, so I have to go with what she's showing me, because she's making me go over and over it, so I have to go with that. And maybe you could make a note of that and ask somebody, because they don't normally make me go over things unless it's something that definitely is on the right track. She's also showing me like a walkway, but beside the walkway there's like it's not a river, it's more like a wee stream kind of things with like rocks and things in it, but it's running beside the pathway. There's grass on the right hand side of it. If you're walking straight ahead, the grass is on the right hand side, and this like wee brook thing is on the left hand side, and she's taking me down there. I feel like that's quite an important place to her. Does that make any sense to you? Possibly Donna, but she is being quite forceful about... I'm sorry. Kelly, she's definitely taken me. It's down a walkway, and there's grass on the left hand side, and like a wee brook of a thing on the right. No, grass on the right hand side, like a wee brook thing on the left hand side. And it's a walkway I feel like she would have been on. You have to bear in mind now that she could be taking me back to when she was younger. So I don't know whether it's near somewhere where she would have lived, or she's taken me back to where she lived at whenever she was younger, but she's taken me back to this walkway and this brook, and I feel like she would have walked this quite a lot of times in her life. I know you're saying no sorry, but she's definitely showing me this, Kelly. If it's not somewhere it's related to her, then it's somewhere where you have been recently, because she's shown me children as well on this path. But she's definitely taken me on a path with like water. I'm not sure. But okay, because she's taken me down the path, and there's like children playing, and they're throwing stones in the water, and so I don't know whether she's taken me back to when she was younger, or whether it's somewhere where you have been when you were younger. But she's not going off this, so she's telling me that you should definitely know. She's telling me it's definitely somewhere where you should know. Okay, as long as you know, because she's telling me that whenever people are at this place that she's watching what's going on. So I feel like she's at her happiest whenever, I want to say she sees like children playing, and she's at her happiest when she can see these children playing. And she's telling me she didn't know these children when she was Earthside, or she didn't see these children grow up when she was Earthside. Does that make sense? I feel like these children have only started to grow up since she's passed over. Yeah, because she's making me feel like she's getting great pleasure out of watching these children grow up. And she's taking me back to the grace again. So what I want to say is, somebody put it up before about being thankful. So I feel like maybe the grace is to be thankful for the family that you have around you. She is aware of the situation, though, that is going on. And what she's telling me is that she will be there by your side when you make the right choice. Does that make sense to you, Kelly? She says she'll be by your side when you make the right choice. Yeah, she's totally loving watching these children. Like, she's smiling watching these children. She's interacting with them, and I feel like there's one in particular who actually sees her about. I don't know if they've ever mentioned it or said that they can see or feel or hear, but I feel like there's one of these children in particular who actually sees her. Yeah, she's saying there's one of the children can see her. I feel like they've seen her quite clearly as well. So I don't know if they've ever mentioned that they've seen her, or you catch them talking to her, or because I totally feel like they can see her. But she wants you to know that her main reason for coming through tonight and bringing in that sense of family and the love for family is that she's going to be there for you when you make the decision, is what she's saying. And she says you will make the right decision and she'll be there to help you. Does that make sense to you, Kelly? Can everybody just hang on 2 seconds with the hellos so that I can see Kelly's comments? I know you're all a friendly bunch. Yeah, thank you, lovely. As long as that makes sense to you. She's totally going to be by your side. She says you've got to come out of this isolation, and she will be there when you make the right decision, and she'll help you through it. I'm going to pull an angel message card for you as well, just because she's given me a red rose there, and that's a sign of that she just wants to pass on her love to you. But she really wants you to know that she is round that family, and especially when you go to wherever this place is, where the path and the stones and the grass and the water is, that she's there a lot with you. She's there a lot with the children as well. I really do feel that I don't know how you would go about that, because it's sometimes not good to question them, but there's definitely one of the children that are able to see her. My kids are used to it because they're used to me being able to, so it's talked about. So, like, I've known for a long time that they've been able to see and hear things. So, the card that's come out for you, I totally feel that this is to do with this situation with the in between the two men. Is keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear, because I do feel like she is helping you. She is going to make this all work for you. So keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer, and don't listen to any more shit stirring and bullshit is what I want to say. And I'm sorry for putting it as bluntly as that, but that's what she's telling me. Don't listen to any more bullshit or shit stirring. You know what the right path is, so start to take it. I'm going to leave Granny's love with you there, so and it was a pleasure bringing her through for you. I'd be ever so grateful, Kelly, if you would leave me a wee review on the main page, honey, if you thought that was all right for you. And I'll leave Granny's. Yeah, she is quite blunt. So she is. I've got a big list here at the minute, so let me work with the list I've got, and then I will, because I've got quite a lot of newbies here. Donna Frill. You're very welcome, Kelly. Is Donna Frill. Joanne Brooke Wallace is new. Audrey, don't worry about mine, sweet. I have to get James to bed. You were going to be next, Hells. Do you want to hang on after Donna? It's up to yourself. Alison, I have your name down, I think. Yeah, your name's down, Alison. Hi, please, may I have a reading? I lost my... And it's been so hard. I'd like to know she's still there for me. Terry, it's very hard now because you've just told me who you're wanting to come through. You should never, ever feed the medium any information. I will, though, try. I'll put your name down, but I can't promise that that's who would come through. Donna Frill, if everybody could hang fire with their conversation, just so I can get Donna through, because it makes it easier and quicker if I can see her comments. I don't pick the cards, I shuffle them and the cards pick you, so in case you wonder why it takes so long, that is the reason. I apologise for the dogs barking as well, because there's somebody out my front who shouldn't really be out the front. Don't know what they're doing. Vanilla, there's so many new ones tonight. If I can get to you, honey, I will. There's nothing coming out of this deck. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that it's not the right deck for you, Donna, so I'm going to switch decks here. Yes. I say I have a long list tonight, Emma, so I'm doing my best to get through everybody. If everybody could just hang fire with their comments. Donna Friel is who I'm reading for now, but I'm just trying to get cards for her. See that we've got a bit of a thing going on here tonight. Donna, are you still there, honey? I need to see a comment from Donna. Yeah, okay, Donna. What I can see in the cards here is, and I'm not necessarily high sky. I don't know if this is you that this is referring to, but it's showing me that there is a female who is absolutely besotted by this male figure, and I mean like head over heels in love with this man. But what I'm going to say is this man is not all that he seems to be. I want to say that this man is leading this girl a bit of a merry dance. Does that make sense to you, Donna? I really apologise for the dogs, but I can't do anything. That man is right outside my house and he doesn't live there, so I don't know what he's doing. Donna, I need you to keep the conversation with me, honey, as quickly as you can, because otherwise if spirit's coming in, no, could be, and it doesn't have to be you, it could be anybody, because spirit will bring in anybody on their own. As if they know you, they will come through. So you've got to look kind of outside of the box a wee bit. It could be a friend, it could be somebody in the family, it could be somebody you know, but the story I'm telling you has to resonate with you. It has to be something that you're aware of or that you know of, because they wouldn't bring it up in cards unless it's something that's going on that you're aware of. So what they're showing me is this female, and she seems to be quite young as well. I want to say young female, and she's absolutely besotted with this young man. She literally cannot see anything but this young man. But what I want to say is that he's not all that he seems to be. I want to say that he's kind of leading her astray a bit, leading her down the wrong path. I want to say that he's a bit of trouble, is what I'm being told. And I feel like if it's not yourself, somebody is going to have to step in on this situation and like nearly like split this situation. I feel like I do feel like she's young, so I feel like a mother and a father are going to have a conversation over this, and they're like going to have to rein her in, kind of thing. Because what I'm seeing is two birds with a rope. And I do feel like they're actually going to have to pull her in on this, because she's going to get herself into a bit of trouble. Does any of that make any sense to you, Donna? Don't have contact with family and stuff. Definitely not in my family. Okay. Is it within a friend circle or somebody that's close to you? if this isn't for you, Donna, we might have to put you on hold a wee minute, because Spirit have started to do this on me. They've started to jump in whenever it's not for the person that I'm reading for. Are you saying it could be a friend? It could be a friend. Does that resonate with somebody who you know? But it has to be the exact story that I'm relating to you. Because if it's not for you, then it could possibly be for somebody else who's on here. So everything that I've said, you've got to be able to place it for, if it's not family, for a friend that you would know of everything that's going on here. I'm of big family, nieces, etc. Could be them, but no, I can't immediately take it, sorry. Now, I feel like I'm going to put you on hold a wee minute, Donna, and I will come back to you, but I feel like this story is something that is like very, very important that somebody would know of. Is there anybody else on here who can take this, what I'm saying, word for word? I will come back to you, Donna. Just hang on fire 2 seconds, because the say Spirit have started to do this on me, and it's they jump in and out, and it's starting to get confusing. I need somebody who can take this. Yeah, I need somebody who can take this word for word. If Donna can't take it on, what was it? I wasn't in the room. Okay, Hells. I'll repeat it again. There's a young female, and I want to say young, who is absolutely besotted by this young man. And I want to say that this young man is not all that he seems. He is definitely leading her astray. I want to say that he's into the wrong things and doing things that he shouldn't be, and he's trying to lead her down that path. But I do see the two parents are going to have to like rein her in, because what I see is two birds with a rope, and I feel like at some point they're going to have to try and pull her back again, because she cannot see anything. It's literally like all she's got eyes for. This young girl and boy are living, yeah. This young girl and boy are living now. Yeah, the parents are alive as well. This is going on right now. But she's definitely a young girl. I want to say in her teens. I want to say she's a teenager. And I want to say that the male could possibly be a family member. I want to say that the male, it could be slightly older as well. I think that could be quite possibly be part of the problem. I think the male could be slightly older. But he's definitely not of the kind of person that you would want your daughter involved with, is what I'm being told or being shown. He is trying to lead her down the wrong path of doing things that she shouldn't be doing at her age, is what I'm also being shown. But I'm not sure if her boyfriend is older than her. I'm not saying like many years older, but I do feel he's a bit older. Like he's definitely not in his teens, this boy. But her parents are aware of what's going on and trying to bring her out of the situation. She's 14. Yeah, she looks really, really young from what I can see, but he looks a bit older. I'm going to say he's early 20s. But she's absolutely besotted with him, and she can't see anything except for him. He's totally not the right person for her to be involved with. He's going to describe her, yeah. She's thinnish, got long mousy colour hair. She just looks very young as well, as I want to say. She looks very young in herself. Like, you would know she's not old. And he is, I would say quite a good looking chap with dark hair. And I can totally see why that she would fall for him, if you know what I mean. Like, he would be very suave and like tanned and muscly, and I can totally see why. I can potentially take this, not sure about the bloke yet. Okay. If you aren't aware of this bloke, he's definitely about because I'm being shown that if you can take the girl who I'm talking about, what I want to say is, like, check her phone and check, because if she's on, I'm being told Tinder and stuff like that there. No, it's not a teacher. I don't feel like it's old enough to be a teacher, but I'm getting like dating apps like Tinder and stuff like that there. And I feel like she's on things that she shouldn't be, and I do feel she has met this fella, but she shouldn't have, if you know what I mean. I do feel like she's met him, but she shouldn't have, and she's gone behind backs to do this. And I feel okay, I feel before she started to do this here, she was feeling very isolated and on her own. I feel like she was on the stages of being depressed before she started doing this, and that's why she has fallen for this. She's got this attention from this young. What I'm being shown now, and this worries me actually, Hells. If you know who this girl is, I really need you to, you to check on this, because what I'm being shown now is, with him not being all that he seems, he might actually be older than what he's telling her he is. So you might actually need to check into that. That might be some, I don't want to go into that on a live, but I think you can gather where I'm going with that. If she's only 14, I think that that's something that needs to be looked into. Yeah. Oh God is what I really want to say in answer to that. Hells. All I can say to you is, like, can you get somebody to check who she's talking to or who she's bothering with? Because I feel like this is it's being hidden, but it's kind of brought her out of the depression. She feels like it's lifted her out of the depression that she was in, but in fact she's put herself in more danger. Yeah, you call her mother, that's okay. She's put herself in more danger, I feel. I feel like you need to be checking to make sure she's not on like Tinder and I don't know what other dating apps there are. I don't go on them, so I think you need to be checking that. Can I leave that with you, Hells? I know you wanted a quick reading for yourself there, but that came flying in, so I'll see if I can get something. Donna, I'm coming straight back to you again, but I am going to do a quick one for Hells because I know she's jumping off to put James to bed. No problem. Can you please check with whoever that young girl's mother is, because that's a bit worrying actually, what was being shown there. Okay, just for yourself there, Hells, coming out straight away is that you need to ask for help. I feel like you're struggling at the minute. I really want to say like you're on the struggle bus at the minute and you need help. And I feel like that's not only physically but mentally as well. I feel like you've become completely drained physically and emotionally. And I feel like you need to ask for help. I feel like you really need to ask for help, but I don't think I think it's professional help, is what I'm being told. It's also telling me that you've lost your inspiration, and I know that Hells is a writer of children's books, but they're showing me here that you've kind of lost inspiration at the minute. So I don't know if you've got a bit of writer's block going on or something like that there, but there's definitely a lack of inspiration at the minute, and probably a lack of motivation as well. It's like you can't be bothered. But I think that comes back to the needing help, and it's definitely you've got writer's block. Okay, it's definitely it's not something that anybody just could help you with, whatever the problem is with you. And I feel more mentally that it's got to be a professional, and I feel like you've got to speak I don't know if it's doctors or somebody else that you need to be speaking to about this, but there's definitely something to do with a professional and asking for help. But it's also telling me that there's hope at the end of this situation. You know, you can change a negative situation into a positive one. And I do feel like that will come for you. You know, there is hope at the end of the rainbow. And I do feel like that hope at the end of the rainbow is there for you. And with that, Nana Rainbow just steps in through, and she just steps in through quickly to say to you that you're not on your own. She's with you all the time. She is again telling me, though, that you need to ask for the help. There's only so much they can do from spirit side, so she's asking, she's saying again, please ask for help. Okay, she's saying please ask for the help. And if you ask for the help, what she's saying is the inspiration will come back again. And I feel like that's a very quick message along with that other one, Hells, but that is pretty much the message that they're saying. You do need to do need to be asking for whatever. I haven't been talking to you properly, and I know of things going on, so I don't know exactly what's going on. So whatever's going on with you mentally, you really need to sit down with a professional and go through that, because I feel like that's what's giving you the writer's block and the feeling of like you just want to give up when you've no motivation, and like things are around the house you just can't be bothered. And say Nana Rainbow's there to let you know that she is there and she never leaves you, is what she's saying. But you need to get your motivation back again. And she says if you can get that back again through asking for help, then the inspiration to write will come back again. And with that, Hells, I'm going to leave those two readings with you. I'm going to ask you, though, as much as I want you to get help for your situation, can you please speak to whoever it is about that young girl, because I do feel like that is very, very important. And if you can leave a review on the page, it would be fantastic. And if not, if you can't leave it under reviews, just leave it in Messenger and Emma will tag it on the page. I want to go back to Donna Frill again, please, if that's okay. And my apologies for making you wait, Donna, but this is sometimes what, unfortunately, what happens. We kind of just roll with it here. You're welcome, Hells. I'll catch up with you tomorrow to hear what's going on, because that was quite a lot to take in there. I've got Hells there and I'm on Donna. It's getting warm now. Spirits making me work for this tonight. Donna, we'll try again for you, honey. Those dogs of mine are, yeah, I've got my drink. I'm so dehydrated, it's unbelievable. I'm gonna do that challenge. Georgina, if you could link whatever it is for me. I do feel like I need to get onto that drink and to keep me hydrated. Emma has me on vitamins, so I need to get the hydration up now. I'm not ignoring anybody who is asking for readings intentionally. So I'm not, it's just I have a really long list, and if I can get to the end of this list, I will do whoever I have missed out after that. But at the minute I have a really long list, so general health. I don't drink anymore a big lot, to be honest. I'm on quite a lot of medication. I have fibromyalgia and I'm on quite a lot of medication for that. So no, I don't really drink alcohol anymore. Unfortunately, it's water. I've got a fantastic team on here. Whenever you're here, mate, I'll have it in by the bucket load. You drink away. Okay, Donna, let's hope this makes a wee bit more sense for you now. Let me see where this is going to take me. With these cards, Donna, and I hope, please God, that you can take it this time. I feel that within yourself, you're feeling a wee bit lost at the minute. Could we all kind of hang fire with comments so that I can see Donna's messages? I feel like you feel like you're a little bit lost at the minute. You've kind of lost your way. I feel like you've lost your path at the minute, and you're not quite sure what the future holds for you. I do apologise because there is a lag on the comments, so in very early development. Okay. Your path for the future, Donna, I feel what you're looking for is out there to be found. I just feel that at the minute, you know, you're on this pathway and you're kind of at the start of it and you're feeling a wee bit lost. It's nearly as if you're in over your, you feel as if you're in over your head a little bit. But what I want to say to you is you have guardian angels who are protecting your dreams. And you're safe in their care is what I want to say as well. So that path that you find yourself walking, protect it a little bit because they're walking with you. And they're making me draw like lines, and the lines that they're making me draw have brought me into like a square. So I want to say to you, don't box yourself in. Does that make sense? You know, don't box yourself into one category, I feel, is what I want to say to you. Does that make sense to you, Donna? You're in a group. That's fantastic. But just remember, I sit in a group as well. I sit in a circle. So that definitely helps you, and you definitely need somebody who will mentor you. But what I'm saying is, don't get boxed in with one thing. Don't just think, oh, I can do the cards, or I'll stick to think of something else, like drawing, or I'll stick to the ribbon readings, or what I'm being told is, you know, don't box yourself in at the minute to keep your path straight ahead, because, you know, there is a future at the end of that path for you. But I feel like you've got a dream or a thought in your head of what you would like to do, even though you're in this group. Yeah, even though you're in this group, I feel like you kind of know in your own mind what it is you want to be doing. If that makes sense to you, you already know, you can already sense what you feel like you would be strong at. And sometimes when we're in groups, yeah, you're on your spiritual journey. But what I'm saying is that sometimes when we're in groups, you can feel like sometimes you're not quite into some of the things that the group's doing, if you know what I mean, because your own spiritual journey is taking you on a path that is leading you to where you should be. Now, I have found along my path that, and I'm very new to it, but I have found on my pathway journey, I started doing cards, and then suddenly spirit was starting to come in stronger, and I could hear them, and I could feel them, and I could see them, and that started coming in stronger. And then somebody told me that I should become a healer, and that just completely didn't sit with how I thought I wanted to. Yeah, you already left a group for that reason. They were trying to say that, you know, healing was how I should go, and I didn't totally feel like that healing was my thing. And I've actually found, I've only started recently doing it, and that's why I don't do it all the time yet, because I don't feel I've practiced enough for it. But I now do the ribbon readings, and I feel that I am at my strongest when I am doing the ribbon readings. But because I'm still new to that journey, I'm still learning that, so I don't feel comfortable to always be using the ribbons. And I feel like that's how you're going to be. You're going to find things that you will be better at than others, and you'll find that spirit will gradually, you'll be able to open yourself up more to it. And what I want to say to you as well is, Donna, that meditation is key here. I know it's hateful sometimes, and people don't want to do it, but if you literally only take 5 minutes out of your day and sit and breathe, you don't even have to put music on or listen to anything. Sit with your coffee out on the back doorstep and just deep breathe and close your eyes and listen to everything that's going on around you. And it's them quiet times where you'll actually find that you can pick spirit up. But also be aware that when you are picking spirit up, that you have to be in control of when you let them come through to you and when you stop them coming through to you. Because I feel also that that is something that you are struggling with. I feel like you haven't quite got the part where you can shut the door and say, this is my time, you have to wait now, which I found hard at the start as well. It took me a long time to be able to switch them off, and that learning curve. Yes, I see, feel, speak, spirit. I do meditate and grind regularly. Yes, I lay boundaries. Yeah, you totally need to lay the boundaries and let them know that they can't be coming to you all the time. You're doing everything right. Just keep on that path. But I do feel that you are on the right path. So if this is a new group that you've just joined, I do feel like this is the right group for you to be in, because it's going to lead you towards what you want to do. But they're telling me to protect your dreams again, so that tells me that you already know what it is you want to do at the end of this. I feel like you already know what path you want to be taken whenever you're, finish. That's not the right word, because we never finish learning. We're always learning. Just got my certificate for first stage to fill, and I started second stage. Can I just tell you, Donna, and this is only my opinion, this is not it's not coming from anybody else, this is just my own opinion. I have never done any certificates. Spirit has come to me. I was born with it. I didn't have to go through development or anything like that there to be able to connect with spirit. I was born with it. So if you feel you connect, and you feel that you're able to do that, don't always focus on having certificates. You don't need a certificate to talk to spirit. Spirit's there willing to talk to you, so don't focus so much on the getting of the certificates, because at the end of the day, as long as you can connect with spirit and bring them through to the people who are wanting them through, they're not going to be asking you to show you your certificates. And that's only my personal opinion. That's not the opinion of anybody else. That's me just personally saying that. I've been able to do this from I was no age. I've been able to see, hear, speak, feel, touch, but it's only as I've got older that I've actually started to learn how to harness it and work with it. And yeah, you totally need to listen to spirit. You need to listen to what they're telling you, and you need to stop the self-doubt. But I'm telling you, don't focus so much on the certificates and stuff. If spirit are coming through to you, they're coming through to you because you're meant to do it. And as you open yourself up, that will come on greater, so it will. And it's just, whenever I started out, I never ever thought I would be able to sit here in front of people and read to people. It just was not something that ever was on my radar. When somebody said to me about going live, I said, no way. There's no way I'm going to do this. And then I plucked up the courage, and there maybe was only like 6 people on or something the first time I did it. And then I got more and more used to sitting talking to myself, if you like, because I am literally talking to myself here. You've got to go with your own instincts, Donna. I really do. This pathway is long, and your pathway is leading you to what you want to do at the end of it. But you have to keep your head in the game and focus on what you want at the end of it, and stop worrying about what everybody else around you is saying to you. If you can hear, see, feel and speak up here, and you can get that out to somebody else, no piece of paper is going to make a difference to that. If that makes sense to you, Donna. I feel like you're focusing too much on the certificates than the actual speaking to spirit. I think you need to connect with them more and do more with that. And if there's anything I can do to help you with that, Donna, I'm not saying that I'm the person of all knowledge, because I'm definitely not the person of all knowledge, but I do have a very, very good mentor. And I know if you have any question that I can't answer, she definitely will answer. So if there's anything at all I can help you with, Donna, please message the page and I will get back to you. No, you need to start putting your stuff into practice, Donna. You really do. Now is the time to put it into practice and start, even you're only doing it to a couple of people, start talking and building that up, definitely. But say if there's anything we can do to help, or anything I can do to help, please message the page and we will do all we can. And with that, there's been no spirit has come in there for you, Donna. But I will pull you a wee message card. Angel message cards. But I feel there for you, that was more important. I feel like you've got to go on your own spiritual journey and not the spiritual journey that others think that you should be on. Everybody's journey is different, and nobody should tell you what path you should take. You have to find that out for yourself. You're so welcome. At the end of the day, Donna, it is only my opinion. There's people out there who will have very different opinions and they'll want you to have certificates and all the rest of it. I don't have anything like that. I don't need it. Spirit talk to me and I pass the messages over. And that's all I need at the end of the day. As long as I'm making people happy and passing on their messages from their loved ones, I don't need a piece of paper to do that. So I don't... I'm quite happy to be able to do that. Like, I have a really good spirit guide who helps me and gets the messages to me that I need to pass on to the people who are here to receive them. And he is here. My spirit guide always hides out here in the corner up here. He is there if you can see him. Usually everybody on here can see him. And the card that has come out for you is, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive what is what you will receive what is needed, and God is in charge of how and when this will happen. Have faith. And I totally think that that's true. All this will come to you, and it is in the hands of the higher powers how and when it will happen. So take that wee message with you, Donna. It was a pleasure. Yeah, you can see him up here. He's always up here. Take that wee message with you. If you can leave me a review, Donna, that would be fantastic. It just helps push my page up again, and it helps out an awful lot, so it does. Alison, and a big long name, I can't read my own writing, was next. She was new. It was a pleasure reading for you, Donna. As I say, if you could leave a review, that would be fantastic for me on the main page. yeah, and do message if there's anything we can do for you at all, or anything I can do for you. Message. There's no question. If I can't find the answer, I'll get somebody who can. Yeah, I'm not even going to pronounce that second name, so I'm just going to call you Alison. If that's okay. Again, I don't pick the cards, they come out. No problem. Might have to change decks. This one isn't. It's not a bad thing. It just means that this deck doesn't have the answers that you need. Straight away with the first card that's come out, Alison, there is, it's telling me that if it's not you, there's somebody around you who needs to watch what they're eating. I feel like there's some kind of food intolerance or food allergy to somebody who's around you, and I feel like they've not been paying attention to that. That's come straight away. Say if that's not, I want to say it's, yes, there's some kind of food intolerance or food allergy, and I feel like it's not being paid attention to, and the cards are telling me straight away that that's something that needs to be looked into. I also feel you've kind of, okay, you've been kind of lacking a bit of inspiration. And when I say inspiration, I feel like there's something around the home at the moment that you've been trying to get done, is what they're showing me. Because they're showing me a room. I don't know, are you in the middle of decorating or thinking about decorating, Alison? Yes, because they're showing me that there's a room and you're kind of lacking the inspiration, you don't know what to do with it, kind of thing. Because I feel like, yeah, I feel like you've been looking at it and it's not getting anywhere. It's like a project that's not being finished. But I do feel as the summer months come on, you are going to get, it's nearly done. Yeah, it's nearly done, but what they're showing me is you need that final push to get it done. It's like for some reason you've been stalling, and they're saying she needs to get it done. I do feel though over the summer, you know, there's going to be a new life energy coming to you. I can feel it that there are good things that are going to be coming over the summer. Because I can see like I don't know if you've got a holiday booked, but I can see like the sun, so I feel like you're someone who likes to be in the sun. Like I feel like you're somebody who likes their foreign holidays. I don't know if you have a holiday booked this year, but I do feel like you're somebody who likes their foreign holidays. Does that make sense to you? Yes, you have a holiday booked. Yeah, because it's showing me the sun around you. And I feel like that is what's needed. You need that boost of energy back again. And I feel like the holiday is going to do that. It's going to be like a rejuvenation. But what they're also telling me is you need to get that room finished. Yeah. What they're telling me is you need to get that room finished before you go anywhere. And they're going back to this food allergy again. Because they're telling me, they're showing me that this could really be a problem if it's not looked after. And I feel like you already know this. You know, you've been told this, but you've kind of neglected it. And I feel like it needs to be said again, and you need to listen this time, if that makes sense to you, Alison. You've trouble eating. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this could get a lot worse if you don't start to sort this out now. They're showing me that this eating, the whole food thing is a massive problem, and it needs to be addressed. You can't let it go any further. If it's not addressed now, it is going to become a major problem. And just with that, I have a lovely lady figure with me. And I feel like this lady, yeah, when I do have bad belly and bad, I think you need to go in, if you haven't already, get that checked out, Alison. You need to be seeing somebody professionally about that, because they're showing me that this is going to become a majorly big issue if you don't get it looked into. I'm not saying that it's not going to kill you or anything like that there, but I feel like it will become something that will be a big issue. But I have a lovely lady here who's with me, and whenever I'm talking about holidays, she's getting all excited. It's as if she's getting her case packed. So I do feel like this lady would have went on sun holidays along with you at some point. Because she's wanting to lie out in the sun, and she's taking me around the markets, and she likes a good bargain, this lady, she's telling me. I feel like she would have been at the markets and she would have haggled with the sellers. She liked to try and get a good bargain, is what she's telling me. So that makes okay, that's fine, as long as you can take that, because she's literally shown me herself. She's at the market and she's bantering back and forward with the sellers, and she's not taking any of their nonsense. And I can see her like walking away, and they're pulling her back again, and she'll have another go at them to get it lowered again, so she will. She loved her sun holidays, is what she's saying. She really loved being in the sun, and she loved that time away. I feel as a family group. Yeah, she's telling me she loved that time away. I feel like it would have been a family group that would have went, and she's telling me that she absolutely loved that time away. I feel like she was quite sick towards the end of her life. Because she's telling me she was quite poorly towards the end of her life, but she doesn't want to be remembered in that way. I feel like there's been too much talk about how she passed away. You know, she doesn't want to be remembered. Sorry, I don't know how you're hearing it twice, but is anybody else hearing it twice? She's telling me that she was very sick when she passed away. She was very poorly, but she doesn't want anybody to remember her like that. She must just be your end, Alison. She's just telling me that towards the end of her life she was very poorly, but she doesn't want people to remember her as being sick at the end of her life, because I feel like that people have been focusing on how she passed away, and she doesn't want that. She wants people to remember she wants people to remember her as she was, like when she was on holidays and having a laugh and haggling at the market, and I feel like she would have had a wee cocktail or two as well when she was on holidays, and that's the kind of way she wants to be remembered. She doesn't want you to go back on how she died or how sick she was when before she passed over. She doesn't want anybody to remember her like that. She's saying remember the good times, because I do feel like there were real good times with her. I feel like this woman was a real character. I feel like she would have been a lot of fun as well. It was sudden, yeah. She's saying don't keep talking about how I passed over, because it's not going to change the fact that she's gone. She wants you to look at all the good things. Yeah, she's making me feel like she was real character. She was really good fun. She's the kind of person I would like to be on holidays with. You know, she's one of the people that you would have meet round the pool and you would love to sit and have a chat with, and she would have nattered away to you all day, like that kind of way. That's the kind of person that she's bringing through to me, and I feel like she drew people to her. You know, people were quite happy to sit and talk to her and pass time with her, because she had that, yeah, she had that kind of energy about her. So she had I'm asking her if she got anything else that she wants to pass on to you. And she's just saying again, please, love, look into the eating thing. You know, don't let it run and take over your life. Get that sorted. Because she wants you to be back out having those holidays again, and she will be with you. She 100% will be with you, because she's got her case packed and she's ready to get on the plane. So the next time you're there, like, she's on that plane with you. So she is. And with that, Alison, I'll leave her love with you. She really is a lovely lady. Lovely energy. And I can just see her at the markets. Like, she's given me she'd be the kind of person at the market where I would be, I'd be going, oh no, because I can't cope when people haggle. My son does that. he likes to haggle them away down, and I'm standing red-faced and embarrassed, and he's loving it. But that's the kind of thing that I feel like she got great pleasure out of. She would have loved that. So I want to leave her love with you. At the minute, there's nobody else, no love. That's the only person that there is coming through with you. I'll give you a wee angel message with that. Such a lovely lady, so she is. She's bringing through, you're welcome, she's bringing through such lovely memories of holidays there, that and a real family, I feel like a real family atmosphere. And she's telling me again, I believe this is to do with your eating, that caution is warranted and that you need to look deeper into the situation. So please look into that eating thing. That is something that she has come through to make sure that you do, and to keep you to that, I think, is what she's telling me. It's 10 o'clock. Who was next on the list? I'm really sorry. I'm trying to crank out as many as I can here. Joanne Brooke something or other. Joanne Brooke Wallace. If anybody can, if you can go on and leave a review on the main page, that would be absolutely brilliant, because it means that it puts my page then up to the top of the queue whenever people are looking for me then. Joanne Brooke Wallace. Let's see what we've got for Joanne. Joanne Brooke Wallace. Yeah, I see her, it's okay. I've got a really big long list. If I can get to the... I normally wouldn't do this many readings in one night because it takes a lot of energy, but I am doing my very best to crank through them, so bear with me, please. It does take an awful lot of energy to do so many. And we've so many newbies on tonight as well. I've still got two after no, I've got one after, two after Joanne, three after Joanne. Joanne, I do feel at the minute that you feel like you've got a bit of a, the raw end of the deal at the minute. I feel like you also feel like you're a wee bit defeated. Does that make sense to you? light and love to you as well, Sylvia. Is Joanne? I need just, can you all hang your conversation a wee minute? Yes. I feel as if you nearly feel like no problem, Linda. Can everybody hang just with their conversation a minute so that I can talk to Joanne? I feel like you feel like you're getting the raw end of the deal, and there's money involved in this. So I don't know whether you don't feel like you're getting paid what you should be getting paid, or that money has been handed out and you feel like you didn't get what your share should have been of that money. And I feel like you're feeling like a wee bit defeated because nobody's standing up for you. Does that make sense to you, Joanne? No, doesn't make sense. Right. Take the money part out a wee minute. You're definitely feeling like you've got the wrong end. Because I feel like you're not sure. I feel like you're on your knees. I feel like you feel like you're on your knees, and you're feeling like totally defeated. But I feel like if it's not something that's not known to you at the minute, I feel like there is money involved in this, Joanne. Because I feel like you're going through like what nearly is a battle, that you feel like you're winding your way in and out of things, and you're having to fight for everything, and you just feel like everything at the minute is like you're having to fight for everything that's coming your way. And even when you're fighting to get to where you are, you feel as if you're not, how do you put this? You don't feel as if you're getting anywhere. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm putting that, because it's in my head and I'm not sure if I'm putting it out the way it's coming in my head. I can see you like so down in your like crestfallen because you're putting in so much hard work to do something and you can't see yourself getting anywhere, and it's like everybody's putting you down, and you're nearly like sitting with your head in your hands. Does that make sense, Joanne? Am I making any sense to you here? Sorry, there must be a lag again because I'm not getting any comments up. I can see the hearts and the thumbs, but there's no comments coming. Trying to be rehoused as my granddaughter has come to live with us. That's perfect. But I feel like you feel like you're banging your head off a brick wall because there's nobody helping you or listening to you, and I feel like you're getting as if you're feeling very defeated about the whole thing, and that is possibly where the money is coming in as well, because I don't feel like I don't feel like you're being given the best advice. If you're saying that your granddaughter's come to live with you, I don't feel you're being given the best advice about money wise, and I feel like you're missing out there, because I'm feeling like I'm having to like weave in and out of things that I'm not necessarily familiar with, and I do feel like there's a situation with money there that you need to be aware of. And my suggestion there, and this isn't spirit or anything, this is just me telling you this now, is there is such a thing on the internet called a benefit finder or benefits tracker or something, and you can put in all your details and they'll tell you what you're entitled to. And I feel like that's something that you need to kind of work out, because I don't feel like you're doing yourself justice there. Or get in touch with Citizens Advice and they will help you, because I feel that it's not just a rehousing problem. I feel like there's more going on there as well. Pardon me, I definitely feel like there's a money thing going on there that you're definitely not doing yourself justice to what you should be getting there. What they're also giving me is not to give up with the rehousing thing. That there definitely is, like the where you're sitting with your head in your hands here, the fairies are around you, and you know they're still working their magic. So don't give up on the rehousing thing, because I feel like that will happen. But I feel it's something that even though you feel like you're banging your head off a brick wall, it's something you're going to have to keep on and on and on and on and on and on until you sound like a broken record. And that will happen. I do feel like that battle can be won if you just keep battering on at them. But say the money card of you like begging for money, and I feel like that's what it feels like whenever you have to ask. I feel like you're begging for money. I don't feel like you're somebody who, I would say you come across as quite a proud person, and you don't want to be seen as begging for money. But it's not begging when you're entitled to something, honey. And when it comes to having grandchildren about you or whatever, like it doesn't come cheap, and you need to be on top of that. It's not begging, it's what you're entitled to. So get on to whoever you need to be on to and get on top of that, because you all deserve to be living your best lives. And whenever you're taking on a granddaughter, you know, you think you're not supposed to be raising your grandchildren, if you know what I mean. So that's something that you really need to be looking into. And I say there's no spirit coming through there. I don't bullshit her and I don't lie. If I don't get spirit, I won't pretend I'm getting spirit. If spirit was coming through, I would tell you, but in all honesty, there's no spirit coming through here tonight. The main thing is that you get yourself sorted, keep battering on about the house, get in for whatever money you're entitled to, and this will all come right. It will all come round how it's supposed to be. 100% it will. And I'll just do a wee angel message card for you while you're you're welcome, Joanne. And if there's anything we can do to help, as I say, the page is, somebody's on it mostly all the time, so if there's anything we can do to help, if you put a wee message through, we'll be there. You're totally, with what I was saying, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And I do believe there is a smoother path in front of you. Just keep ploughing away, keep doing what you're doing, beating on those doors, but look into the money, Joanne, because I really do. Stop being so proud. You're entitled to it, so take it, is my advice to you. And I'll send lots of love to you. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep at it. Oh, goodness. I need a wee break a minute or two because I am absolutely... been cranking through these tonight. You're welcome, Joanne. Yeah, I've got my drink. Terry Rose is up next if they're still here. He's watching in my phone. He's my partner. He has asked me to tag him. The only thing with that, Kelly, is... Yeah, okay, because the only thing is, if we'd had this one night before... Right, Terry. We had this one night before where we had two partners sharing a phone, and the message came through for the other partner. So sometimes I've already give you a reading, I think. Yeah. So we'll try this and hope that it comes through for him. You're here, okay. It's just when, for some reason, when partners are using each other's phones or on the same screen, that's okay. The message comes through for the... I've got him. The message come through for the other partner, and they were disappointed then. But I can't... If you're sharing phones and there's two of you together... Spirit will take whatever advantage they can to come through. That's just the way they work. If they see an opportunity or an opening at all, they'll jump on it straight away. So they will. They're not bothered that you've been sitting waiting on this reading if they can see... Excuse me, my nose is actually... Terry, with you, honey, I don't even want to use the cards. I'm sorry, I want to go straight to Spirit with you, if that's alright, Terry. This man's coming in. He's making me want to rub my nose. I don't know why, but I feel like that's something he would have done. And it would have been with like his knuckle, he would have went like that there. And I feel he would have been quite a tall man. Now I'm 5'8", 5'9", so I feel like he would have been taller than me. And he would have been stocky. Not fat. He wouldn't have been fat, but he would have been quite stocky. Pardon me, built. And he's given me the feeling of like indigestion. So I don't know whether he died with something to do with his heart. Does any of that make sense to you, Terry? So I've got delay again. Yes, you can take that. Does all of it make sense, Terry? If Demi's on, Nikki, tell her to like the page because I can't see her. It all makes sense. Okay. He's telling me about his heart. Did this man die like suddenly? Like 1 minute he was here and the next minute he was gone. I feel like he took a massive hi Nick. I feel like he took like a massive heart attack is what I want to say. No. This man's making me feel that, was his heart a problem though, Terry? Because he's making me feel like his heart was a problem. When this could be a different person. Can everybody listen up to what I'm saying then? Because if Terry can't take this, there's somebody else piggybacking in here. So what I've got is a tall, stocky man who had a heart condition, and I feel like he passed quite suddenly. I do feel like it was a heart attack and he died quite suddenly from it. And I say, he was making me at the start feel as if my nose was itchy, so I wanted to go like this here with my nose. So I feel like he would have done this quite a lot with his nose. Terry, if this isn't for you, I'll come back to you, honey, but there's definitely, there's somebody in here who should be able to take this man. Again, I apologise that like earlier on, they sometimes jump in. This man wasn't even letting me get cards out, so that's why I apologise if he's not for you, Terry, but can somebody in this room take him? Can I repeat it, please? Okay. He is a tall man. I'm 5'8", 5'9", so I want to say he's taller than me. He's quite stocky, but not, I wouldn't say fat, but well made. So he is. He was giving me indigestion, so I feel like he had a heart problem, but I feel like he was taken quite quickly with a heart attack, because he's showing me that 1 minute he was here and the next minute he was gone. So I feel like even though he did have a heart condition, the heart attack took him quite quickly in the end. And I do feel like he wasn't in, that he was out and about, he wasn't in the hospital when he had this heart attack. Can anybody take him? Could be with you, Georgina. Some sounds like for me, except the heart. No, the heart is definitely the heart is definitely a main thing. That's why whenever Terry said he couldn't take the heart, I stopped with Terry, because he's making me feel like the heart has been a big thing. The nose itching, Georgina, is which makes me think if I'm with you, because he's wanting me to itch my nose. If you could find out for me, Georgina. But he came through. Doesn't matter, Paul. He could come through every night of the week if he felt like it. If you can take all that information, then it could be your dad through again. He could feel like he's got something else to say. Let's see if there's anything else he'll tell me. He's showing me like boots, like the way the way you used to I know whenever we were young that happened in our house, like your school shoes were shined on a Sunday night and they were set in the fireplace, the hearth for you. I feel like he would have been in charge of the shining of the shoes. He would have shined up the shoes and they would have been set on the hearth. The man is tall, he's quite stocky. He would have had a heart problem, but he passed over quite quickly from a heart attack. I feel like he would have been out and about whenever he died. He wasn't in the hospital. He would have died at either at home or outside of the home, but definitely it was rather quick. And he's given me like an itchy nose constantly, so he has like this here. But he's also shown me like shoes lined up on the fireplace, so I don't know whether he was responsible for shining these shoes, or he's just showing me that as a memory of something that you would know about, of these shoes like sitting on the fireplace, either shined up for Sunday school or for school on a Monday morning. That's fine, Terry. I'll come back to you. I totally get that it's not for you, but this man has made himself known, so I can't come back to your reading until I get somebody to take this man. I will come back to you, Terry. Okay, I think I'm with Paul on this again. What else has he shown me? He's also I can't speak now. He's also showing me what I would we call them Sally rods. They're like like the rods that used to be on the stairs, in between the stairs, and I feel like, without going into a whole lot of detail on the live, I feel like if you weren't behaving yourself, this Sally rod or this rod would have came out and you certainly would have felt it. That's what he's showing me. I feel like he had no he wouldn't have thought twice about giving you a whack with it if you'd needed it. Okay. he's saying he's been around you recently. And when I mean recently, I mean within the last few days. And I feel the way that he shows his presence, Paul, is like banging of cupboards. Is what he's showing me. I want to like bang the cupboard door or the door, but I feel like it's a banging noise that you hear. But it has to have been within the last couple of days. If not today, yesterday, but it's either like yesterday or today. I want to have banged this door. Apologies, I've got a bit of a lag again. It takes a wee while for the comments to come through. I do apologise, Terry, but Spirit don't always behave themselves on this page. If they see the chance to jump in, yes, remember Emma said we heard banging on the landing 2 days ago and she smelled Old Spice. Okay, as long as you can take the banging, because he's given me banging. He wants me to bang the doors. It's just him letting you know that it's him, it's around you. Though he is telling me that the relationship between you and him would have been strained at times. But he does hang around you because he is immensely proud of, and I think I've told you this before because I have read him before, that he is immensely proud of the man and the father that you've become. And that is why that he hangs around you, because he feels slightly guilty that he couldn't have been that father. I feel like he didn't quite step up to that mark, and where he lagged, you're making up for. And that is why he is so attached to being around you. I'm asking him if he's got any message for you, Paul, and he's not really. He's just found his opportunity again to come in, and he's taken it. So he has. I'll leave you with a message from the angels. Because I'm talking to Paul so often, Paul's dad pops in regularly. My spirit guide goes and sits in Paul's house as well. Paul has conversations with my spirit guide. So his dad does pop up quite often, so he's found his no problem, Paul. And this is totally true as well for Paul, and I've been saying this now for weeks, that new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer and meditation. I've been telling Paul for months now that he has gifts beyond what he even imagines he has, and that he really needs to start to open up and use them. The person that I met at the very start of this journey is not the Paul that I have now. The Paul that I have now is one who I look at as I keep him going, he's my annoying little brother. And that is totally how I see Paul now. Paul has changed beyond belief from the Paul that I met at the very start of my journey with this page. He has come on so far and I'm so proud of him. So I'll leave your dad's love with you, Paul, and you always have my love anyway, for what it's worth. I'm going to do Terry Roses again, and then I'm going to call it a night, folks, because I really have been cranking it out tonight. I've been given it, if you've had a reading tonight, can you go on to, just remind you to go on to the review section on the main page and leave a review for me. That would be absolutely fantastic, because it just means my page gets more notice. So then, if you can do that, no problem, Paul. Is Terry still here? And we'll try again for Terry. As I say, that Paul's dad just happened to bounce on there, which happens. Is Terry Rose still with me? If he's not, I'm going to call it a night. Is Terry Rose? I'm not seeing any comments there, so I'm possibly going to call it a night tonight. Because it is 20 to 11. Terry Rose is still here, okay. You're very lucky there, Terry. I nearly was gone. We'll try again for you. Don't throw half the deck at me, please. Just give me... Who's Sylvia? Who is Sylvia, Georgina? There's no way that I could read 5 more tonight. There's just no way. I've been going now for a good while and my throat's getting sore again. Alright. Terry, what I'm being shown here is that there has to be a coming together of something. I feel like something, there's a relationship, if not with yourself, within the family that has been broken. I'm showing that there's a lot of healing that needs to come in around it. Can everybody hang fire and let me speak to Terry, please? Unfortunately, I'm only one person and there's only so many I can do in one night. Especially when some of them are going so deep and going on for so long. Like, you're getting more than a mini reading here. Like, some of you are getting like proper full-on readings and it's taken ages, and I do apologise, but I need Terry to speed up the comments, because if he doesn't, I'm going to lose all connection. I'm going to have to call it a night. I fell out with most of my... Okay, that's... They're showing me that a healing needs to come in. They're showing me the parting of the way with the family, and that a healing needs to come in there. And I do feel like there's a female in the family who is the one that you should approach to try and heal the rift that's going on between the family. I do feel like it's the female who is going to be either approach you or you'll approach her. But I do feel like the female is going to be important in healing the rift that is going on within the family. Because I feel that, I don't know if this is a sister, Terry, but I feel like she misses you. I also feel like she would be younger than you. Does that make sense to you? There's definitely a female. If it's not a sister, then it's somebody younger. So if it's not a sister, it's a niece or a cousin, but it's on that level of the same in the family, and she's younger than you, Terry. If she hasn't reached out to you already to try to make amends, I feel like she's going to. But I feel like what she's going to do, it'll be like through like Facebook Messenger or something like that there. She'll like reach out a message to you. I do feel though like this possibly has happened, because what I'm being shown is that the door's half opened. So I don't know whether you've partially had a conversation with somebody about this. We're definitely being shown. I know you're saying not really, Terry, but I can only go with what I'm being shown, and usually what I'm being shown is not far off the mark. So what I'm going to have to stick with what I'm seeing here. So if it hasn't happened, it's going to happen in the near future. There's definitely a female who is younger than yourself. And she is part of the family. And she feels that this family, she's telling me that the family is, I'm being told that the family is broken. And she's trying to mend this argument that has happened within the family. And the door, I feel, has been left ajar for her to do this. So I really have to stick with what I'm being shown. I do feel you've also got a female who's crossed over in spirit, because she's showing herself as okay, you fell out with your daughter, well, that's the younger female. I do feel like she's going to come back to you, because she wants to heal that rift, and I do feel like it is going to be over like something like Facebook Messenger, or because she's standing here with the door half open and the door half closed, and she's standing in the middle of it, and she's hoping to ease the row that is going on between you, because she's not comfortable with that. You know, she's trying to heal that. And I do feel like there's an older female who's crossed over, who is trying to help her bring in that healing. But I do feel, Terry, that I want to say that you're being quite stubborn on this as well. You know, you have your viewpoint, and I feel like you see your viewpoint as being right, and she sees her viewpoint as being right, but you're not willing to budge on your end, if you know what I mean. So I'm getting the feeling that you're being quite stubborn on this, and I feel in order for you to heal the rift with your daughter, you're going to have to give a little on this. You know, you're going to have to try and see things from her perspective a little bit, or else it's never going to be resolved. You're going to have to lose that stubbornness, and family is really, really important. And like, is the row really worth losing your daughter for, is what I want to say. You know, that healing needs to come in around. And I say there is an older female in spirit, and she is around the younger female, trying to help her to resolve this problem with you. You're saying no to me, but there is an older female in spirit. I can't change that, because she's shown me herself to me. She is trying to help the younger female. Yeah, your mum passed away. Yeah, she's trying to help the younger female to mend things with you. And I feel I feel like you have to, what your mum is saying is you really have to stop being so stubborn. When this daughter reaches out to you, try and talk to her, try and mend things with her. Don't just close the door in her face, is what your mum's saying. Mum's showing me something. I'm just about to get to that. She's showing me something here. I'm going to try and draw it to see what it is, because I don't. It's very specific. It looks like it's like a. I want to say it's like a cross, but it's not on like a chain that you would wear around your neck. So I don't know if you know what that is, Terry, but she's showing me this, I want to say it's nearly like, it's either encrusted with like pearls or diamonds or something, but it's a cross, but it's not on like a chain that I would wear around my neck. Does that make any sense to you? No. She's showing me it to the point where she's having me to draw it, Terry. So if you don't know about it, is there somebody that you could ask about it? Because like she's literally, I can see it. It's encrusted with something, but I don't know if it was like a brooch or earrings, or it definitely wasn't a necklace. It's I'm no good at drawing. It's like in the shape of a cross, but it's got either like wee pearls round it, or else it's like diamond studs round it, but it's in like the shape of a cross, I want to say. But it could be like a brooch or earring. She's just telling me it's not on a chain that she wears around her neck, so I don't know if it was like a brooch or like earrings or something. Like, it's definitely a piece of jewellery of some sort, but because I've asked her, is it a necklace, and she says no, but she's just showing me the cross shape. I think it's a cross shape. It looks like a cross to me anyway. Not a problem, Georgina. I'll be going off after this one as well. If it's not a cross, it's like a dagger or something, because it's got. If it's not a cross, it's like a dagger, because my drawing's horrendous. But I'll show you what, because I doodle here whenever this here, I don't know if you can see, this is the kind of thing that she's made me draw. Is like this here kind of shape, and it's like kind of pointed at the bottom, but it's encrusted with either pearls or diamonds or something. I'm nearly drawn to saying it's a brooch of some kind. If you can't take that at the minute, Terry, can you hold? It could be a letter opener. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. It could be a letter opener, but it's definitely encrusted with like pearls or diamonds or something. But it's, the more I look at it now, it looks nearly like in the shape of like a dagger. So a letter opener is possible. But it's like something, if you can't take it, Terry, can you keep it to the side? Because usually after people go off, they'll think about it, and then a while later they'll remember what it is, or they'll know what it is. So if you could kind of keep that, and if you find out what it is, can you let me know? Because she's been very specific about what she's made me draw there, and they don't tend to do that unless it's something important to them. Yeah, just keep an open mind with that and come back to me, because they genuinely won't show me that something as specific as that unless it's something that was about, or there's a reason behind it or whatever. She's saying family was important to her, and she's not happy that, there's this rift in the family. And I'm sorry, but she is taking me back to the young female again, and she's saying that you need to heal that. 'Cause I do believe like family was important to her. She can see that you are grieving and that you do miss her, and she's not trying to play that down, because she totally can feel that and sense that off you. But she's saying family is important, and you have to look after the family that you've got while they're here. So I don't know whether that means you mending more fences and trying to see what's going on around the family situation, but you know, she is pushing you in that direction. And I know that's maybe not what you wanted to hear from her, but that I can only give you what she's given me, and that is, in all honesty, how she's pushing me. But pushing me more so towards the young female. She's shown me that drawing again, so please make a note of that and come back to me, because she's making me feel like that's important for some reason. I don't know if somebody still has it, or because she's placing it with me, so she's also placing with me, usually when I ask them for have they got anything, if for the sign of love, they'll give you a red rose, but she's actually wanting me to place the smell of the roses round me. So I don't know if she had roses, or there was like a rose perfume or something she wore, or something to do with roses, but she's wanting me to like smell the roses. I don't know if she grew roses or there was roses round, because she's actually wanting me to smell the roses. Were there roses in on her the flowers on her surname was Rose. Okay, her surname was Rose, and she had roses at her funeral and at her home. Okay, that's fine, because she's wanting me, she's just, the roses is what she's given me. I feel like she's given me a song as well. I don't know what this song is, so I'm trying to get her to give me words that you might be able to identify it from. Is there a song? I don't know songs, so somebody will have to Google this, but is there a song, or is there a song that has in it Roses for Mama, or Roses. Don't know why, but she's given me a song with something to do with roses. A rose. Not that I recall. Okay, I don't, medals for mothers. Rose Garden. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot of songs, but I can kind of. I'm gonna kind of go with that Medals for Mothers of Nicky's, because I can kind of hear that in my head, and where I was putting roses, if I put medals in, it kind of makes sense. What's I beg your pardon? Hold on a minute. Is that I beg your pardon? I never promised you a rose garden. That's it, Terry. Yeah. I never promised you a rose garden. Yeah, because she's talking about the, yeah, rose garden. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. No, that's fine. So you should always go with your first instinct, and that's why I should know, whenever I'm talking about songs, I should stick with what I'm given first of all, instead of trying to fit it in, because she was bringing me the rose and in the song, so 100% it's the Rose Garden, because she's claiming that now, and I can actually hear her singing it now, and I don't know the song. She usually when they give me their love, it'll be a red rose that they would give to me for you, Terry, but she wants to give me a pink rose for you. I don't know why a pink rose, but she wants me to give you a pink rose, not a red one. That doesn't mean she loves you any less. It just means that she prefers the pink one over the red one, but she wants me to give you the pink one. So say I'm still learning here, curve with everybody else. So sometimes if I get something slightly wrong, you have to bear with me, because I am trying to write her favourite colour was pink. That's fine. She's wanting to give you a pink rose. She's given you her love, and she's leaving you with pink roses. And it's not just one rose, she's leaving you with a bunch of roses, so she really does want to leave her love with you. And with that, Terry, I'm going to leave your mum's love with you, and she is at me again about healing the rift with your daughter, and whatever this cross, dagger, whatever it is, can you please have a look and see if you can find out what that is for me, because she's placing that with me. I've drew over it so many times, she can't place it with me anymore. So there definitely has to be something, either in the shape of a cross, or in the shape of a letter opener, or in the shape of a dagger. Let her know that she already knows. She's with you all the time, Terry. She's not left you. She walks with you every day, so she does. Her body may be absent with you, but her spirit is with you all the time. So even though you miss her, you can still talk to her, and she can still hear you. She may be absent, as they say, from the body, but she is there in spirit with you all the time. Can I ask you, please, if you can go onto the main page and leave a wee review for me? That would be absolutely fantastic. And I am going to say good night to everybody now, because it's now 11 o'clock and I am absolutely exhausted. Thanks for all sticking with me for so long tonight. It has been a really hectic night, so it has, because I've been trying to bring so many readings through at once, and I've had spirit jumping in and out at the same time. So I've had a really busy night tonight. But I thank yous all for sticking with me, and I'll hope to be with yous very, very soon. Good night.